What does the car you drive say about your cleaning business? That's a great question, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by Savvy Cleaner. Savvy Cleaner is a training program that is for house cleaners and maids, and we walk you through a variety of different things that maybe you never thought about for your cleaning business. And we hit the business from every different possible angle, for every different possible mood, and every different possible client that you can possibly have. It's a self-paced training course, and it's savvycleaner.com. All right, on to today's show, which is from a house cleaner who wants to know, what kind of car should I drive for my cleaning business? All right, well, it comes down to a couple of things. The very first one is you want to pick a car that is in brand with the service you offer. So for example, let's say that you do a really high-end elite concierge cleaning service. You want a really high-end car. And if you're offering a bottom-of-the-road, very inexpensive cleaning service, you're a small startup company, you want a very inexpensive small startup car. You want something that's in alignment with your brand, and you don't want to ever compete with your customers. So let's say that you work in a high-end neighborhood and you have a very fancy car at home. Let's just say it's a Mercedes. So you have a Mercedes at home and you're going to go clean houses. But your customers, some of them have Mercedes, but most of them just drive really high-end cars, but not quite the Mercedes level. So if you show up going, hey, I'm a very successful house cleaner and I'm arriving to clean your house in my Mercedes, the very first thing that they're going to do is they're going to play this I'm keeping up with the Joneses game. And they're going to think I'm paying this house cleaner too much money because they have a nicer car than the one that I drive. And so you do not, under any circumstances, want your customers to compete with you. Now, it's kind of a funny thing, but customers want to think they have an upper edge. They are hiring a house cleaner, so they are hiring some help. What they don't know is this. Many successful house cleaners that I know live in houses that are twice the size of their clients' houses, and they do have Mercedes in their driveways, and they do drive really nice end cars, and they live in multi-million-dollar homes because their businesses are doing very well. But the reality is when you show up to the customer's house, you are an actor and you are playing a part. So you're going to show up in a cleaning uniform and you're going to show up in a car that is appropriate for the business. Make sense? Okay, let's move on. What does the car need to look like? Okay, so if you're just starting out and let's say that you don't have a car at all and you just got a car, but it's an old banger of a car and it's beat up and it has duct tape on the hood and it's just kind of pieced together. Ugh, yikes, because that's also a reflection of your company. So when you show up to do a customer's walkthrough, they're going to look at your car and they're going to think, holy cow, that car's going to sit out in front of my house. Like if this person can't take care of their own car and they got in an accident and they've duct taped the fender together, if they can't take care of their own car and their own image, how are they going to take care of my property? And it's this unconscious thought that rolls through their mind because their home is their biggest asset. That is their biggest valuable piece of something that they own. And they don't want to trust it to somebody who can't take care of their own property. Does that make sense? So this thought is going through their head like, well, I don't really want that house cleaner because they get in accidents. They're not careful. If they're not careful with their car, which is a huge expense, they're not going to be careful with my little trinkets or my knickknacks. It's a disconnect. Okay, then the next thing is, and you want to replace your car as soon as possible if that's your car. And so what you might do is say this on your walkthrough. Hey, I'm so glad for the opportunity to come clean your house. There are a couple of things in my life that I'm upgrading right now, and my vehicle is one of those things. So with your help, taking on this job, this will help me make a new car payment every month, and I'm super excited about that. So just address it, get it out of the way right up front. Don't ever bring it up again. And then the minute that you get the job, run out and get a nicer car so that it will fit the image that you're trying to promote. Because your car will be in front of customers' houses for hours at a time. Now, having said that, your car must be clean. And so one of the biggest investments that I say make from day one of your business, go down and buy a package at either like the AutoZone or the Sam's Express or some of these other car washes that are in every town. They're in every town across the country. You drive through unlimited times. It's like $25, $30 a month or whatever it is. The package I have on my car right now is $25 at Sam's Express. And the one for my husband's was like $40 or something. So it really just depends on which system you use and for what car and what package you buy. But I have an unlimited car wash, and I can go through as many times per month as I want. So as I'm out house cleaning, if I'm out running errands, if I'm in a certain part of town, I can drive through the car wash after the last rainstorm. I can get my car all tidied up again. And when it sits in front of the neighbor's house tomorrow morning, it looks spectacular because the customers are going to drive through. The customers are the neighbors. They're going to drive through and they're going to see, oh, that's the house cleaning lady. And look, her car is always immaculate. And so in the back of their mind, you provide an immaculate service. This is someone whose car is always clean. Therefore, they take pride in keeping things always clean. I want that inside my house. You see how that works? So in the back of their minds, your car is an extension of your brand. And so you want to make sure that just like we keep our uniforms in top condition, you want to keep your car in top condition. And so you just want to make sure that as you're driving around the neighborhoods, and this is even if you don't have lettering on the windows or you don't have magnets on the side of your cars. This is just your car because word gets out. Oh yeah, that's the house cleaner that comes. And they watch you getting out of your car. They watch you carrying in your cleaning supplies. They watch you in uniform. It's a presentation. And so imagine that you're on film. And you are. I hate to say this, but you are. Everyone has security cameras now. The neighbors pick up the things that are going on outside around their house. People have internal cameras that pick up through windows. So you are on camera. People are watching you. And when you show up in a spectacular looking car that's clean, you hop out of the car and you're clean. Your supplies are tidy and organized, and you make that approach to the front of the house. It's showtime, right? You're a showcase. And so you just want to make sure that whatever car you're driving is the best reflection of your brand. So I will stop right there for today, but be thinking about what car do you drive and what story does your car tell, because it is part of your business. Alrighty, let's start a conversation in the notes below. I want to hear, what kind of car do you drive? Do you always keep it clean? Do you have an unlimited car wash package, or how do you clean your car between jobs? I want to know. So let's talk. All right, until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.